It's my feel-good breakfast show.
South African singer, songwriter and six-time SAMA nominee Matthew Mole is known for his very unique sound of folk music blended with electronic undertones and of course a little bit of blues. The 29-year-old is a performing artist who's graced stages and festivals across South Africa and in fact across the globe, from the United States through to the United Kingdom. He has even hit Thailand, Russia. He is loved across the world, and he's certainly loved in our studio. And the chart-topping singer released his new track, Let Me, which is a fan collaboration, in December of last year. Let's take a quick look.
My always, forever, the light in the dark, and I found it, the treasure, your beautiful heart, and with every piece of mine, I love you more than life. And you see it, you show it, the look in your eyes says that you called it, you know it, the truth in my lies, because you know me better now than I think I know myself. And let me love you, all I want from you, and we are stronger, hold on for longer.
Please welcome to the show via video call, Matthew Mole, all the way in Jersey. Matt, so good to see you, my friend. How are you?
How's it going? Hey, thank you. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. I mean, this is a first for me. I've never done this before, where we're live on Zoom. So yeah, this is awesome. But yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much for letting me join you guys.
Absolutely, so good to have you with us. Happy 2021, by the way. I mean, after a difficult 2020 for so many of us, what was your holidays like, last December? Do you have any special holiday traditions you'd like to share with us this morning?
Totally. So I actually was down in Cape Town, so I could have seen you guys, but in person. But so that's where my family is. They're based in Cape Town, and every 2 years, myself and my wife will go down to Cape Town, spend time with them, and then the whole family from my side gets together, and we spend Christmas together. So yeah, we were down there for some of that. I mean, I was supposed to be on tour in December. That's only the plan. And then this year, things kind of started opening up, but then we decided to cancel all of those shows. So then I basically just got to spend the time with my family. And then eventually I worked the time into writing new songs and just trying to be productive. And if I wasn't touring, I wanted to do something musical. So yeah, I've just been being as creative as I can be.
I think that's a sentiment echoed by so many artists that we've caught up with over this time. Never has there been so much writing going on of music. I think everyone's been very introspective. You took the time in December to release the track Let Me, which was a collaboration with the fans, which is a cool way to approach us. Can you tell us a bit more about this project?
So Let Me was a song, or is a song, from my newest album. It's my third album. It's called Ghost. And the album's been out for just over a year now. It's about a year. And that was kind of the song that I realized was resonating with people when I played it live, and like on the YouTube video and online, you can get a good gauge of which songs people are resonating with the most. And that was the one that I thought, like, I'd love to do a version where people are more involved, obviously, and it's not just a video of me playing the song. So the idea was to originally just to kind of do like a live version of me performing the song, and then I was going to get people to send me videos of them dancing along or like singing, and then I was just going to edit little clips into a video where it was really just me and then clips of other people that were involved. But then when I got all these videos from people, most of them were like, you'll see in the fan collab video where there's like a girl playing the cello or the violin, there was someone playing a harp, and there were like hundreds of people with amazing voices. So I thought, like, it had to be something way more than just a video of me with clips of other people. So it became more of a collaboration as I got the videos in and saw how amazing all these people were at playing instruments and at singing. So yeah, it was really such a cool project that came together over like such a short space of time because of how amazing all these followers are.
Did you have to split the royalties with?
Yeah, well, I guess we'll get into that discussion with the legal.
Don't put the pressure on Matthew this morning. I want to bring it back to 2021 now. We are putting out the energy for this year. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Do you have a mantra that you're sticking by? And maybe have you been sticking to them already in the weeks that we've been into 2021?
Not really. I do. I'll tell you one or two, but I always kind of, like everyone else, you sort of like fizzle out after, like, by February. But something I did learn from all the lockdown periods was, like, I always thought running was a boring thing to do. Like, I wanted to do other workouts, something like boxing training or something that was fun. I thought running was boring, but then I got into it during the lockdown when it was allowed, and I love it. It's amazing what it's done for me mentally, and how it's helped me create a routine in the morning. It's been something that, like, I'm so thankful for from this whole lockdown stuff, that it's something I've worked into, like a new routine that I've figured out that I want to try and stick to as much as possible for this year, and then see how that changes things mentally and productively and creatively.
2021, much as we thought that I think it was going to be like new year, new start, everything would be fine again. But obviously it's been very much a continuation of our reality from last year. Does this make it difficult to plan? Like, how do you, from a professional side, plan what you're going to do? You've shelved your tour. Do you start potentially marking dates where you could tour again? Are you going to say, okay, well, then maybe I must just focus on new material? What are the plans for 2021? Can you plan?
Yeah, that's such a good question, because I guess every single person almost in the whole world is, like, in a pretty much the same scenario. So, I mean, in terms of touring, it's very difficult, because in South Africa, we're not 100% sure when that's going to be allowed again. I was supposed to be in Europe in September last year, but we obviously moved that. So now I've got 3 potential periods that I might go to Europe, depending on what happens. So there's like a first prize that'll happen if things open up in Europe enough. If that doesn't happen, then we're going to go with option B, which will be like 6 months later. And then if that doesn't happen, then it's like a whole year later. So that's kind of the way we've looked at touring in Europe, but also in South Africa, we're going to have to plan that way as well. Routine is something that I've never really been able to have as much as I can now. So that's why exactly, yeah. So the whole exercising thing has helped me for this, at least for as long as we are restricted, or as long as the live industry is restricted this year. I've got that routine so that I'm able to block out, like, almost every day hours of time that I'm going to be working on new music, so that's not all I'm doing. I'm also using the time to try and plan the live stuff, and to try and plan other ways of being creative, other ways of engaging with, like, people. So, like you say, it's very difficult to plan, but we're trying to figure out those ways of having, like, different checkpoints that we'll try and move over to if we can't reach the first one.
Hey, man, and we've learned to be adaptable. What I think you need to do is you have the vaccine tour, and you just follow the vaccine as it goes around the world, and you celebrate with those nations. But I know we will get to the finish line, my friend. I'm so glad that you've been able to still stretch those creative muscles through everything that's going on, and stretch your real muscles, and that you found this love of exercise. I hope that it keeps you sane, because we've still got a few hard yards to get through, but always such a pleasure to connect with you, man.
Oh, man, it's an honor to spend time with you guys. Thank you for letting me join you, even over Zoom like this. It's also been such a new experience. I love this, and it's nice to see your faces as well.
You weren't bad. You weren't too bad as a Zoom first-timer, buddy. Your framing was good.
Thanks.
No, you were on it. But so good to connect with you.
Absolutely. Once again, a massive thank you to singer-songwriter Matthew Mole for taking the time to chat to us this morning. Matthew, we wish you all of the best for the year ahead, and we can't wait to hear your new music.